Hey, Kelly here reporting from Big Thunder Marine, Glen Cove Marina, and we're very excited. I've got a 2025 MasterCraft XStar and a 2025 Tige Ultra. We are going to compare these two products, both Halo brands from these manufacturers. It's the closest comparison we could have. We have the 23-foot Ultra, the 25-foot XStar. First, we're going to go through the interior layout, how they do things differently. We're going to go through how they ride and drive, secondly, in the open, hit their waves, take rough water and chop. And then we're going to do a surf wave comparison left and right and show how those surf systems work. And then lastly, just do an overview. This is not a bashing of either boat. This is just highlighting what we like, how they do things different, and we hope you find it beneficial and enjoy the watch. All right, so we're going to start just on the back end and hop back and forth from these boats. So on the back end of the 25 XStar, we will start with the manual step that goes to the fiberglass platform. I've got two rear-facing cameras down low, which for surf left and right. These are speakers for their new stereo system, so it amplifies it for the rider out the back. I do have soft sacks and storage inside. I do have transom rear-facing lights, and I do have a transom stereo remote. This is a very easy and nice entrance to get into the boat with steps all the same height. So I know MasterCraft likes that, and it is very cool. Oh, and let's sit in this seat too. This is the transom rear-facing seat. It is comfortable, but this is it. This is what it does. I don't have a seat back. Again, it's not bad, but even some of their boats, like their X24s, are more versatile. So I'll call them out there. But again, the back end of this boat is done very, very well. From there, let's hop back to the Tige. We're gonna start the same way. So power swim step, again, a different way, but cascading staircase in. I do have on the back end the rear surf lights, one rear camera, not two. I do have a transom stereo remote. I like that Tige's used the aft to store boards in the back, so I have 4 boards in there right now. I had 4, I think you could fit 5 in there, honestly, if you put the rockers back. Now, versatile seating, rear view or rear seat here if you're just hanging out. A adjustable reclining rear view seat here for aft facing, and for forward facing, again, they've done just something a little extra that I'm not seeing in many boat companies, but this is cool, this is comfortable, and this is gonna come into play for when you're forward facing, entertaining inside the boat. From there, we won't forget, we also have more storage. Put that down, these flip up, and then it's hard bends, so Ben will get video of this, and it's nice that these will just lift and drop, and then underneath are my bags, where I had a net over there. And then lastly, I do have a ski tow pylon tow point here, big billet one. And I forgot to point out the one on MasterCraft, they've got one center as well. All right, now we're gonna talk about versatility and how these back ends can change with seating. So I have that cascading step in, I don't have to step in a seat. Rear facing, full step if I want it to be. Pop it up with this trigger here, unlock it, rear facing. It will also turn into a table. Let's flip it back. Let's show more rear-facing seats in this 23-foot boat compared to the 25. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back here rear-facing seats. So very versatile there. Let's flip this back. Let's put this back down. From there, I will point out we have pull-out heaters. We have charging stations on both sides. I forgot to show you our table actually. So let's flip this back out real quick. When this is in this position, this is one of the coolest things Tige's done on this boat, because you've literally turned your surf boat machine into your office. Stick your computer here and you've got a full table or eat, drink with the family. So again, really cool area and nice placement there. From there, we'll then highlight storage. It's very deep in this boat as well in the MasterCraft. I like that. Let's notice our billet accents in both boats. They're from different companies, but they're both very nice, very well done all the way throughout the boat, and all the handles and the dash. This seat in a 23 and offered in the 25-foot version of this boat is amazing, because it is now like a runabout style for your captain and co-captain. And we have the Dometic, instead of a actual fridge, we have a removable cooler. This Dometic cooler will make ice. You can pull it out, keeps everything cold all the time. You could take it camping with you. So very cool, very new idea from Tige that I really like, and they've done well. From there, let's jump over to MasterCraft's interior layout and compare the two. So follow me. Let's go on in. All right, so have you stand up there on that. Again, I like to point out they did a really good job on that staircase. This is something new. I don't know how it's going to turn out long run. I don't know if it's going to get wet down here or not, but I think it's really cool. And to pull this out is very easy. It's on hydraulics. So to pull it out, you make sure it's kind of locked in. It is a step as well. Lock your floor. And then you can have a step or boom, rear facing. Let's go ahead and show the rear facing off so you can see how that is. There we go. So rear facing seat in the floor. And then we're gonna have, let's show off rear facing seats in this boat. Adjustable there. Gotta lock that in. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rear facing, but in this 25-foot boat, I don't have the option to be a forward facing seat for the co-captain. So that's one thing I'll call out there. Put this away so you can come in. I wanna point out the Dometic fridge versus the cooler. Again, one's gonna stay in the boat all the time. One you can pull out with you. Lock that back into the floor. And from here, again, Dometic cooler, or Dometic fridge versus the cooler in the Tige. And little spot, little cubby holder. And I think if we did it, we did. This turns into a little, I forgot about this. Kind of cool, just a little spot. Throw extra stuff. So, you know, in case you needed more table room. From this seat right here, again, for co-captain, it is rear view facing. And again, look at the billet accents. They did billet from, again, a different company, but both are accented very well. We also have a screen control for the co-captain, which will do RGB accent lights, volume control, zone control, heater, seat heaters, if you have them optioned. Both sides, I forgot to show it on the other side. Also the count on cup holders, usable cup holders in the boat. 19 usable cup holders in this boat that you can use when the boat is underway. 21 usable cup holders in the boat on the 23-footer that you can use underway. Both of them have, you have 4 charging pads, wireless charging pads on both boats that you can use all behind the helm. And then I think the count on the USBs was the same too. I think it was 4 on the USBs. So very similar on power. And from there, we're gonna go to the helm. All right, sitting at the helm, I do have a adjustable wheel up and down. I do have a thruster spinning on top of the throttle. And I do have my helm control, kind of like an Audi dial, which is pretty sweet with the favorites. And I like that I have a volume knob, something MasterCraft did new for 2025 that wasn't asked for a long time. Now to the seat. It is a power seat, forward, backwards, up, or down. I do not have a recliner on this seat though. So this is the position I'm at. And then I'm not spinning, but I can do this with the leg and turn around and watch my rider and I'm comfortable. And then I do have a bolster, which they've redone for 2025. It's wider, doesn't have the pinch points and is very nice. So comfortable helm here, lots of different cubby areas. Let's hop over to the 23 Ultra Tige, talk about that helm setup and some similarities, differences, so you can see them firsthand. Again, 23 versus 25-foot boat. We will start down low. The helm, you're gonna notice I have a single screen versus a dual screen. I do like this as a throw all, right? And if I wanted to get to my camera or my maps, it's just a touch away. It's right there. I also have storage down below. The shifter is Lavorsi shifting. And at the shifter, I have thruster left and right in front. And I have my center trim tab up and down. On the MasterCraft, I could control that from my helm control, my little dial. I will have a key on the MasterCraft to start the boat with a start button. I will have a code to type in on a Tige with a start button. Instead of having my helm control on the Tige, or on the MasterCraft, Tige does it a little different. They put switches on the wheel, which do a lot of the same things. So again, if I wanted to go to video, I could click video. If I wanted to switch wave left to right, cruise control up and down, volume up and down, mute button, it's all right here and I don't have to take away from my hands on the wheel. This is a charging, wireless charging for my phone. I do have my sub right between my legs, which is cool. This is a spinning chair. This wheel will go up and down. It is a power up and down, right? And then this seat also reclines. So if I wanted to change the attitude, you know, and get a little gangster lean, I could in this boat. So I liked that as well. And we'll report back from, ergonomics of the seat. I think we'll be fine in both boats since they're both adjustable. Oh, and then I do have a bolster as well. I don't want to forget that in this boat. And even though it spins, yeah, I could do the leg thing here and turn around and watch a surfer just as easy. From there, let's hit the tower and then the bow, and then we'll go out and do some driving. Now we're going to talk towers and speakers and everything that's going on up here. This is a power tower. I would unlock the tower, and then I have control right here to lower it. We'll go fully forward. This is my shade that is up all the time. If I wanted a sheer shade so I could get sunlight, I could. I do have the 4 Audison tower speakers. Audison is very loud, American company with American products that are manufactured here, put together here, backed by people here. This thing thumps, it really does. Can't call out clips, that thing thumps as well. So stereos on both sides, very, very good. Small things, toe points. Toe point both for surfers left and right. You've got a center toe point for surfers down low, and then for wakeboarding, I would get my wakeboard rope, catch it from over there, and put it up right there. So a little awkward to get to your wakeboard line, but it is doable. Hangers for your life jackets. Very, very cool. And then I'm thinking, am I missing anything on the tower? I don't believe so. Oh, I don't need board racks on this boat, which is something cool. If you want them, you have to have them. So be it. You can have the board racks. We can put them on. But with that surf storage in the back, 4 surfboards in there. And then I've got surf storage on top. So 4 more surfboards on top. They just slide in and clip in. They'll also hold foils. Really, really cool. So 8 boards without board racks. Obviously, if you did board racks both sides, they'd be PTM clamping board racks. And you'd have 12 boards all outside of the boat. From there, yeah, actually, I was there. Let's transition over to the 25 XStar tower. They did a great job on these speakers. Again, I can't call out Klipsch for not being loud and clear. They're very loud and clear. These look very good with their gold trim. I do have an interior accent light. I did over there. I didn't call it out, but interior accent light. As of right now, it is May 21st, 2025. This is a custom ordered. I do not have a bimini option yet. So MasterCraft's still figuring out our bimini for this customer, but I'm sure they're going to get it and it will turn out good. This is a power tower as well. These are Gear Marie spinning clamping board racks. They've done for a long time. They're nice board racks. I've used them for a very long time. They work. Toe points, toe point here, rear view camera in the tower there. I did not have a rear view camera in the tower in the Tige. And then these are actually my surf toe points, which are just almost like big carabiners here. So that's something new. That's cool, where it was kind of built into the tower on that side, so you can see them side by side. Differences, nav light on top of the toe point, pretty cool. Actually, they did the same thing on Tige too. I remember that used to be you got to pay them type thing. But from there, I think we're going to hit the bow, and then we're going to hit the water. So let's go to the bow of this XStar right now and check it out. So the windshield is a slow close windshield. That's nice. And this is a new pad they've done in this boat. So that's very nice as well, and well done. I do have armrests both up and down. I do have my removable bow filler cushion in this boat. Let's go ahead and open these both up. So both up, nice storage. I do have my cover on this side, and then we'll pull this filler cushion out. Oh, nice. 1, 2, it flips. I did not know it did this. So this is new for the XStar. It can be a step and a cup holder, it looks like, if I could figure it out right. Get out of the way. Right here. Anchor storage in the bow. And I've got to be smarter than this thing. But, so, there we go. There she is. Boom. So, open or step pad. That's pretty cool. I do like that, that they did that finally in a MasterCraft armrest in the bow.
Do we need to add some cup holders to the cup holder count?
Phone holders.
No, because you can't use those all done.
I could add cup holders to the cup holder count if I'm being totally honest. I don't know if you're using these underway though. If you were not, running down the lake, yes, you could use them. In the cup holders, phone holders, these are not charging. They're not charging over there either. And 4 cup holders in the bow. Fender Pros on both sides on the outside of the boat. That's on both boats. On the bow of this boat, they've got a camera on both sides as well for forward facing. Tige does not have that. We have a cleat in the bow for a tow eye. Tige does one of those Fender Pros for a tow eye that you can tie off to. So again, different way to get to the same answer. The breezeway door in this boat, I like to show this off because both are done very tastefully. I would be careful here on this corner. The thing is a little sharp if I am being nitpicky, but this door is beautifully done. Once it's there, it does not lock, it's just there. So air is gonna hold it shut, but it does look, fit, finish, feel very, very nice. And this is all done from Gear Marie as well. And then this is the trash can area in this, and I did not show that in the Tige, but we will. Let's hop over. I'll point out that trash can on the way to the bow because I forgot it before, and then we'll just do the bow as well. Trash can point again right there. I don't think I called that out. Boom, and here we go. So first off, I'm going to show a little bit of versatility. Let's say I want to get out of the boat. I can step, I don't have a full walkthrough, but I can step up here, pull this down, step here, and I'm totally out of the boat, not stepping on a single seat, which is nice. If I had my shoes on, don't condone shoes, but that's okay. This is cool because now it's going to fill in. Let's show this storage here as well, because you've got big storage there, both sides there, and then this guy will fill in just like that. Armrests both sides. 23-foot boat. I'm 5'9", and I've got full leg extension at the bow. I've got 4 cup holders just like I did over there, billet grab handles, and I don't have a phone holder per se, but I have a spot that obviously you could sit a phone in the bow. So between that, let's go hit the water and see how these things drive. Oh, forgot the windshield. Windshield on this guy, not quite as slow close. It is slow, but not as slow as that. So if I'm being totally honest, their bumper isn't on their window, it's here. So again, just different way to get to the same answer.